Buenos dias. Sorry, babe. Had to. So Friday, first day since I made the decision to leave my career. A little bit of backstory on why. So I worked for a company for 8 years, company that was in that building for a couple years before that. So all in all, total, about 10 years in the same place. And at some point, you kind of got to realize that what's really important in life. And I will say, big corporation company that they'll talk about how they have value in you as a person and they're there for the people. You still got to remember at the end of the day that they're there to make money, and you can't fault them for that. We as a society make the demand that them big corporations need and thrive on in order to be successful. And the company I worked for was Fortune 500 company, made a lot of money, but they at the end of the day, they don't want to do anything for their people. And not to bash them in any kind of way, because they did a lot of great things for me, showed me a lot of good things in my career, and went through a lot of great training and stuff. A lot of good people still work there, but in the I love the company I worked for, and come to think of the store, because I worked in the warehouse. Last night I ordered about $1,700 worth of material from my mom's house from the company. So it has nothing to do with the brand at all. It's solely on the building that I worked at, and that I got out of high school 15 some odd years ago. Never thought I'd have to be in high school in my 30s, but the way that building was run is about high school. So it's not about your knowledge and what you can do anymore, and how you treat the people. It's your social game and whose ass you want to kiss. And you may learn from me now. Hopefully, maybe I'll start my vlogs that I'm not an ass kisser. I'm gonna tell you straight. And when I left my associates yesterday, I broke quite a few rules from what the corporations want to say is due process on how things should flow, whether you announce something or leave a company or what. But at the end of the day, I wasn't going to do my people that way. Left a lot of great memories on the table yesterday when I had to say bye to a lot of people that I've worked side by side, long days or multiple days in a row, and weekends and long hours. And it's tough because there's a lot of people in there that showed me a lot of great. I went into a warehouse not having a lick of warehouse experience. I was one of those ones. I could drive a forklift, but I couldn't never been on the equipment they had in there, and lied my way through it. Motivated and determined, got on it, ran it, ended up being very, very successful in that building, in that company. But you got to look back on the self-respect and the way they actually treat people to how they actually talk to people. I never thought that I would leave the company, but they had asked me to go to a second shift, which would pull me away from Isabel and the kids for overnights. And I wasn't prepared to make a sacrifice like that for a company that has basically shown me over the last several months that I'm disposable. And the company that I started out working for would have been 8 years, November 5th, the day they wanted me to move to this other shift. So kind of ironic, leave the company same day, almost same day I come in. But I'm not willing to make a sacrifice like that and put that stress on my family for somebody that could really, excuse my language, but could give two shits about what I do. All I'm there is to benefit them and make a profit, and for them, which all in all gives me job security, helps with my bonus, but it wasn't worth it to me when I've got to deal with somebody or a group of people that could look at me in the face and tell me one thing, and then 5 minutes later sit me down and say something else. And that's just not how I operate. I've been stressed and very unhappy there for a while, and you know, having third-party companies in there, and you know, seeing the way we treat them, to come in and basically do a service for us, but we want to treat them like third-class citizens and demand things from them when, you know, we don't even care what it is. It's just like, oh, you're going to do what we say because, you know, we're paying y'all to do, you know, do a service to us. It's not the right thing to do. And it just, at some point, you got to realize enough is enough. And when they told me that I needed to go to another shift and turn a department around like I've done so many different times in the past, and you know, they asked me to do it again, and I wasn't getting any kind of development there. I wasn't getting any. I don't need praise, but at the end of the day, you know, pat on the back or a handshake saying job well done goes a long way in my book, you know. And trying to hold associates accountable, but your senior leadership group, whether it be for favoritism or scared of risk of exposure through a corporate, I really don't know how to put it without really putting them out there, but corporate backlash, maybe. Let's call it that, corporate backlash. And it's not right. It's not right at all. So made the decision yesterday, and this is the first day here this morning that since I have resigned from my position. They didn't fire me. It was my choice. And let's see what the future brings for Mr. Gringo. Like I said, I ordered a bunch of material yesterday from my former company just to get started on my mom's house, get that built, you know, take some time, figure out what I want to do, maybe help Isabel a little bit with some of these videos, try to make good things happen, because little bit of backstory on me, because I guess I'm not on the camera very much, but grew up in, you know, construction and working with a lot of Hispanics, and they showed me a lot of good things, and construction wise, and I can do pretty much, you know, jack of all, master of none. Still might need some help with a few things, but gonna see what I can do. Maybe there's a handy dandy gringo company coming in the future, you know. Thought about a few of those different business ventures and getting out on my own, but we shall see what happens, because when I look at the corporate world and at the end of the day how they could treat people, it's not right. We got to get back to some values, and you know, it's the people that make this world run. It's not the money and power that makes this world run. So you know, I love good people. You know, you got to work hard for what you want in life. Some people get to be a little bit more fortunate than others, which you can't fault them for that. So if you know, you're one of those people out there that get jealous over what other people have, you know, I'm of the believer, if you apply yourself, you can do anything and have anything you want. So I had an associate that's pretty hard to say bye to yesterday. Smart kid, young. I think he's like 22, 23 years old. Man, every day I see him, he'd always come to me with some different kind of quote or something like that, teachings that he's learned and life lessons and stuff that he's learned at 22. But man, he had a lot of great points, and you know, he's in there trying to make it and save up money to do better things in school and get, you know, licensed once his real estate license, you know. So he's really applying himself. Hard worker, comes in every day and does it, and he's probably one of the top 10 of associates in that building. So what we'll say is you got to work hard for the things that you want in life sometimes, and some people are just more fortunate than others. So I'll be making some more videos, you know, showing what I could do. It's kind of raining right now, but hopefully the rain will stop a little bit, start working on the yard and some things I need to get done before I try to go out and find something else for employment if I can't make something on my own, and we'll go from there. Alright, now we'll do cooking with the gringo. I'm gonna make a little bit of sausage and eggs for breakfast. Alright, so we had cooking with Gringo. Now we're gonna have the very first breakfast with Mr. Gringo. Got my coffee, my eggs and sausage. So, pretty good. Put a little salt and pepper in there. It's not gonna be too bad. Just keep on getting texts. I got a buddy that still works up there at the job that I resigned from yesterday. I think these guys have me on suicide watch because she left. Super weird. I don't know. Just goes to show you there that, you know, there's always behind the scenes stuff that goes on up there with upper management and the way they see people and think people are going to react. It's really bad about, you know, preaching to us, the ones that were on the floor day to day with the hourly associates, on how we need to create those partnerships and those bonds, get to know them on a personal level. But when it comes to senior leadership, looking down to us as supervisors, they like to paint pictures of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Self-perceptions of how they see people versus actually trying to build that relationship and find out what's going on. It's very, very, very cold relationship, I would say. So a lot of the reason why I'm here where I am today. So now I know Isabel's been saying that a lot of people's been saying they want Mr. Gringo on the camera. So this is what I'm going to be doing for the time being. I hope y'all enjoy it. Hope I have some interesting stuff to talk about. Hope y'all like it so far. I guess now, since I cooked and I'm a house husband now, we, or at least for the time being, gotta do the dishes. That's the worst part. But dishes aren't as bad as laundry. And I got a feeling that here in the upcoming vlogs, you're gonna see me doing laundry. And laundry's not even the worst part. Folding laundry, putting the laundry up. Man, you're probably gonna hear me complain a little bit, but gonna have to do it. Isabel's gonna be seeing a different side of Mr. Gringo. Dishes, laundry, folding laundry, putting up laundry. Maybe I made a mistake. Nope, no mistake. Haha. Just kidding.